Let's get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. Coach Colin here. Joe Rogan sitting down with Dave Smith, and they open it up right out of the gate talking about the New York governor and what she said about young black kids not knowing what computers are. That sounds like something a very rich liberal mom would say after she's had a few drinks and she figures everyone in the room is cool, you know? That's what it sounds like. It doesn't sound like something a sober politician in front of thousands of people being interviewed by a black guy would say, but she did. Let's get into it. Don't forget about the new channel, Coach Colin Media. It's where I get into all sorts of topics. We're breaking away from the Rogan topics so we can talk about things as they happen. We got New York turning red. We got another whining liberal. We have MSNBC host has a meltdown over Trump polls. And we got about, 90 videos on there now? 88 videos we got up there. Hit that subscribe button. There's a link in the description. Let's get into this Rogan clip, though.
Computer is. Did you see her say that?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my god! And all these dudes did these hilarious videos where these young black guys like got around a computer and they stared at it and bit it and took it.
Dude, there's it's like an age thing too, because that used to kind of be the line that liberals would say. You know, the problem with black kids is they just don't have any role models. They've never been exposed to this, but that's just totally not true anymore. And sometimes now, because they're from a different generation, they'll still say that. And you're like, have you been around black people lately?
But saying young, poor black kids don't know what a computer is so crazy.
They've got one in their pocket.
It's such a dumb thing to say. It's amazing that you could say something like that and be the governor of a major state. Don't even know what the word computer is.
Oh, they're not even familiar with the term?
They don't know these things. Like, is she doing a survey? Ma'am, where did you get this data?
Well, this is why Malcolm X said that there's nothing more racist than a white liberal.
Yes.
Because of shit like this.
Well, they're weak. Weak people are dangerous. Weak people that don't like strength are dangerous. They're dangerous because they want to suppress everything. That's what's spooky about it. Weak people scare the shit out of me, more than even like totalitarians do sometimes, because they eventually become totalitarian. You know, it's like the bullied become the bullies. You know, they want payback. But it's just that weak liberal men are, to me, they're so detestable. The weak ones. I mean, there's some intelligent, brilliant liberal men that that's their philosophy. And I think if you're not exposed to the pitfalls of liberalism, if you don't see what happens to your state when those policies get enacted, specifically when things go south. If everything was going great, no one gave a shit who the mayor of Los Angeles was in 2015. Because everything was great.
Right.
You know? It was like there was no problems. Obama was president. The economy was doing good. We weren't at war, really. Kind of we were, but it wasn't affecting us.
Right. Well, there's something on that topic of weak.
What? Obama was president. Hold on. Was that the good thing? Hold on. Sorry. Was that the good thing? Now, I have a little update. I'm going to show you what she actually said. Then I'm going to show you a clip of what she has to say now, and a certain celebrity actually weighed in on this whole thing. And, he had something to say about it. A New York rapper. Can you guess who it is? He's hip-hop's Trump. After Trump was no longer Trump in hip-hop, because, back in the day, everybody used to love Trump. Here you go.
Now what we have is the money to build a phenomenal supercomputer that is going to be accessible to researchers in New York, college students, will attract more federal grants, and this is how we lay down the mark. No state has done this. And in fact, I talked to a lot of other people who said, I wish my governor had thought of that first. I said, no, this is New York. We like to be first, with all due respect to people from other states. It's sort of our attitude. We will be the best, we will be the first, and I want others to follow, because right now we have, young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices innovating solutions through technology, then you're really addressing society's broader challenges.
I'm sorry, what? What were you saying? See, right there, she actually sounded a little like Terrence Howard. Did you hear that? She's like, we got a supercomputer right now, and I just want all the black kids to be on the supercomputer. But they don't know what one is. But I have the answers, because you understand there's no straight lines when it comes to being in front of the supercomputer. So I've devised a plan filled with triangles and certain ways, and I've devised this whole thing. I had to redo the whole periodic table because black kids couldn't understand it. So I made a new one. It's black friendly. Now these kids are going to know what computers are. They're going to know about supercomputers. They're going to learn about AI. It's going to be magnificent. Wakanda for life. Can you imagine she ended it like that? Wakanda. Guy from MSNBC just like, I do agree. I do agree, sister girlfriend. Anyways, guys, that's what she said. Stupid. Dumb jokes. That's what she said. But I think at some point she realized it was the wrong thing to say. So she ended up saying this.
Faces criticism for a controversial remark that she made during a business conference. She was highlighting the importance of expanding access to technology and artificial intelligence for low-income families during an onstage interview. Well, the comments she made immediately drew criticism from local political leaders. Listen.
Right now we have, young black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things.
Well, Hochul issuing a statement now, walking back on her words, saying, I misspoke. I regret it. Of course, black children in the Bronx know what computers are. The problem is that they, too, often lack access to the technology needed to get on track to high-paying jobs in emerging industries like AI.
She had to walk it right back. No, of course they know what computers are. But you just said they didn't. I know, but I just, it's just, I'm just trying to get them jobs in AI. You're trying to get 10-year-old black kids in the Bronx jobs in AI? Hey, what are you talking about? Get me a job in AI, okay? I know what a computer is. I'm in front of a computer right now. I work on computers all the time. Get me a job in AI. Let's see how it goes. I will, just putting it out there, I will botch that job so hard, okay? And I know what a computer is. I'll do very poor at that job. I'm just saying. It's not that I don't believe in myself. It's not that I don't believe in myself. I'm just saying, she's probably so mad. I'm going to show you which celebrity got mad at her. She's probably so mad. She probably walked into a room like days later and she was just like, because she probably has a lot of black people around her. She's in New York, Mayor Adams, all that. She probably walked into a room and said, I have been saying that black kids in the Bronx don't know what computers are for months. I've been saying it in front of all of you. Not one of you corrected me. Not one of you one time corrected me. Okay? We can't have that again. You guys have to tell me. Wow, we figured you knew what you were talking about. I don't know. We figured that you looked into it or something. She's like, listen, just be quiet. Quiet, Deshaun. Listen, before I make this statement, are you sure we can't find one black kid that doesn't know what a computer is? Bronx, Brooklyn, I don't care. Wherever. Just one. Oh, New Jersey even. I don't care. Just one? I'm sorry, Governor. They all have phones, and phones are basically, they're computers. They all have phones? Oh, the world's changed so much. Oh my gosh. I don't know why she would say that. It's such an odd thing to say. Even if you think that, don't say it out loud. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that I think that I don't quite say out loud. I'll say them around my wife and stuff, and we'll laugh about it. I'm not even going to tell you what those things are. I'm not going to tell you. I know you want to know. You're like, oh, I really want to know. No, you don't. Maybe I'll start a Patreon one day. It'll get me canceled. Anyways, 50 Cent jumped on the scene immediately. He's not from the Bronx. He's from Queens, but he still had something to say about this whole thing. 50 Cent said, Let's see right here. Where are his remarks? Where are his remarks? Oh, down here. Sad face emoji. He put this in a tweet and then he took it down, actually. Sad face emoji. I don't know any black kids that don't know what a computer is in the Bronx. Shrug emoji. WTF. They know how to work an iPad better than me. And then he took it down. And then a separate post, he said, I couldn't believe she said that. They must have reached out to him or something, said, 50, please take it down. Please, 50. Please. I need to get reelected. And everyone in this state is a black or an illegal immigrant. Please, 50. 50's like, all right. You gonna send me money? Yes. And don't worry about your taxes this year. Just please take that down. And then in another tweet, he says, WTF, Mayor Adams, call my phone. He commented under a New York Instagram post detailing the plan. I don't understand how this works. Somebody explain this to me. I'm stuck. Maybe Donald Trump is the answer. Man, I love 50. 50's great. 50's just what, and this is what he said in response to the, if you can't see there, in response to the $53 million in debit cards that Mayor Adams decided that he was going to give out of the taxpayers' money. At least 50 Cent, kudos to him, man. That affects him zero. And he still said something about it. I like that. And he's putting like Trump in the air. Like, you know what? Maybe we need Trump because this is getting a little ridiculous. He said in another thing, oh my gosh, I want to talk to governor about the laws. And then he said where they proposed $2.4 billion she's planning on spending on migrants is coming from. Not my taxes. Look at 50, man. I like when millionaires do that, man. They don't have to do that. He's probably living in LA somewhere. He doesn't have to do anything like that. He has all sorts of stuff going on. And he's still willing to say stuff like that. Him and Cardi B, surprising, you know? They're willing to say stuff like that. But that's what the governor had to say. Walking back her remarks. She's like, listen, I just want the black kids in front of supercomputers. I was going to teach them what a computer was. Apparently, I don't have to. Great. Step one out of the way. Now I'm going to bring them in front of the supercomputer. It's going to teach them everything they need to know. Then I'm going to get them jobs in AI. Then they're going to work at Tesla and OpenAI. I'm doing good things here, guys. Terrible. That's what happens when you have a bunch of yes men around you. Just people nodding in agreement. And I even said it because I covered this on my second channel as well. The person who she's interviewing is a black guy. That black guy should have, you know what I mean? I'm not saying just because he's black, but come on, man. You could have at least been like, yo, bro, you can't say that. You know, or at least, maybe not something confrontational. Just be like, that's not true, but keep going. I understand what you're saying. These people, man, he works for MSNBC. These people are so bought and paid for. They can't even comment on something like that. You know what's also really funny? You would have thought while she was saying this, you would have thought this person doing the sign language, you would have thought the person doing the sign language would have been like, and just been like, hold up. This bit, let me tell you what this bit just said just now about you and me, black. We don't know what computer is. Oh, man. But she apologized. That's all that matters. She misspoke. Black people know what computers are. All is well in the world. Wakanda for life. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps the channel tremendously. And other than that, I'm out.